You hot?
Always try to blame it on Mars. Hello and good morning from our Dual City studios in Texas, USA. It's the award-winning in real-time car talk show. Just ahead, Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge finishes its spring season tomorrow, so we get an update. Plus, Jeff has engine problems, 5 engines giving big automakers big problems. And Mr. Mars has summer water parks in this week's driving destinations. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Don Armstrong here, David Ainsley sleeping in and watching from his bed. Make sure that everything goes just the way it's supposed to. I'm sure the phone is ringing in the back office as we speak, because nothing ever goes right. Well, so glad that you could join us on this hot Saturday from our Houston, Texas studios. And I will tell you that there's no rain in the forecast this weekend, so hope you get to have the grass cut by at least now. Either that or wait until about 7 o'clock tonight when the sun goes down. That's what you're doing, Mr. Jeff. Okay.
Yeah, it'll only be 90.
Well, this is a car show, and we talk about all things automotive here, including racing, because racing is a big part of the automotive industry. And so many innovations have come about in the car industry through racing. So we thought we'd incorporate that into our show as well. And with that in mind, we're going to go to Mr. Scott Striegel, and he is with the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge. What?
He's not here
He's
yet.
not here yet. He says he's
Wait a minute. I
having
thought that you just got off the phone with him.
Well, I did, and he's saying his computer's running slow. It doesn't want to log in after we got off the phone.
Okay. All right. Well, that's not good. Yeah. So what would you like to do, Mr. Mars? I know that you got your tap dancing shoes on, so get up and give us a little jig.
Tap dancing to do.
What?
Got lots of tap dancing.
Okay, well, take it away.
It's 2-2.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that, we were talking about, they're going to take this break because of the heat. It is hot down here. And you always have to wonder if it's hot, but, how it affects the track and affects the cars and stuff. So let's just ask Scott that question.
There you go.
Is he with us now?
He's right
Scott.
there.
Morning.
Morning.
Well, what do you got? You still working on a cup and string over there, trying to get on the air with us?
And I don't know. It decided this morning that it wanted to do updates and it wasn't connecting to the internet. And I'm like, why this morning?
Do you have an internet?
Yeah.
Who's your internet provider?
AT&T Fiber.
My goodness.
Who do you think you are, in wheel time or something? Not getting on the air? What are you trying to be, us?
Yeah.
I tell you,
You are us.
what makes me laugh is some of the people out here bought it, drank that Kool-Aid for never heard of, that came out here and said, I can do this and it's cheaper. And they go down
Oh, the easy
every
guys?
they'll go down internet.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I went through with Comcast
we've
for
seen others
years.
that have AT&T. Well, it's funny because I see them go down and they constantly post on Facebook, we're down on internet again. And I'm like, if you would have just signed up for AT&T Fiber, you would never have any trouble. But what do I know?
I will say this, when I moved into my new house and the new studios, I was done with Comcast because it was always down, always a big problem. And so I went with AT&T. I have not had one issue with them in the past 9-10 months now. Yeah. So
if we get on AT&T,
Yeah.
can we find out about the spring schedule for TMCCC? Can we find out about that?
for what?
Just saying.
The spring schedule. Do we really care?
He was trying to make a segue there.
I was trying to segue into what we're talking about.
Okay, fine. As opposed to us griping about the internet
AT&T.
connection.
Yeah,
All right, well,
yeah,
let's talk racing then. So how has the spring season gone? How many races have you got? Let's back up. Explain to everybody what the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge is.
Okay. It's club or team on team, drag racing, bracket racing, if you will. We have categories from the basic street grocery getter all the way up to full-blown race cars, and including electric vehicles, EVs.
Wow.
We have a class for them that we started this year, specifically because electric vehicles have a clear advantage over fuel vehicles. They don't care about weather, where fuel vehicles do. anyway, we race pretty much all over Texas and southern parts of Oklahoma. We do 10 to 14 races a year. A lot of that depends on weather, on whether or not we're going to get them all in or we're going to get some in. It's a points-based system. The more rounds you go, of course, the more points you garner for your team. And we also have individual awards for those that sign up. It's called driver rewards, and they get points that go specifically for themselves. The winner and the runner-up each year will get all of their races paid for the winner, and the runner-up gets half their races paid for. So,
how many races in the spring season?
We try to do 6 or 7. This year's been a little difficult because the weather hasn't really played with us the right way much. So I've had to cancel a couple. I've had to postpone a couple to the fall. I'm not big on postponing because that kind of interrupts plans that people may have. And the tracks really like to make postpone races during July and August. And we're just not really into racing in July and August. It gets a little warm around here.
No.
So,
yeah. Sure,
but we've postponed one of the races. We're doing a doubleheader in the fall up in Oklahoma, where we're racing on a Saturday night and a Sunday morning. And the Mother's Day race, which we made special awards for and stuff like that, got canceled at the last minute because it rained up in Wichita Falls. So we're kind of doing a Mother's Day in August kind of thing. We postponed that one to August, and we'll talk more about that later sometime in August when we get together. We'll promote that a little bit more. But so far, we have, I think, 4 races in. We should have 6. We have our last race of the spring session tomorrow at Extreme Raceway Park in Ferris.
Ferris, Texas. And is it 8th mile, quarter mile?
Ferris is 8th mile. Most of our races are 8th mile. However, when we go up to Thunder Valley in Oklahoma, that's quarter mile. And at Ennis, we've already been there, but we do quarter mile there. We limit it to quarter mile for what we call the streetcar classes, which would be your street, your stock, and your king classes. They run on street tires. They do quarter mile. Anything beyond that, we limit to 8th mile, mostly for the fact that cars are geared for 8th mile tracks.
So you don't have quarter mile guys coming to the 8th mile races or their clubs or teams, do you?
We do, because they like it.
Okay. I didn't know if they were segregated because it's an 8th mile. They would rather run the quarter and then leave that the smaller race for the other contestants.
Given the fact that most tracks now have gone to 8th mile, most people are geared in, like their rear ends are geared for 8th mile. Their transmissions are geared for 8th mile. Like my car, my race car is geared for 8th mile. I know what it'll do in a quarter mile. I've run a quarter mile, but I don't push it for quarter mile because I'm not geared for it.
Is it a manual or automatic transmission?
Mine's an automatic, but the transmission was built by Southern Hot Rod specifically for racing. So it shifts a lot harder and a lot differently and a lot higher RPMs than, say, your basic street transmission.
Does it shift in the 8th mile?
Yes. 3 times. Twice. I'm sorry, twice.
Twice. Wow. That's a lot. 8th mile is not that long.
No.
You must have a pretty stout gear in the rear.
It's like, what is it, 700 feet or something?
It's only 1/8 of a mile.
Yeah, it's 1/8 of a mile. It's not much, but I will shift from first into second and then from second into third. And that's as far as I'll go.
It's funny because all I could think of is Mom's Buick Skylark. And she never knew it, but I did put it on the quarter mile track. And I thought, well, I'll just put it into low.
Right.
and I'll do the shifting myself. Well, I think I almost blew up the engine because I let it ride a little too long down there in first gear.
Right.
Yeah, you really need to know what you're doing if you're going to shift an automatic transmission manually.
Well, these days, a lot of cars are built to do that, or they'll have paddle shifters. Or you can switch it over. Mine was built to do that, but when I had the transmission redone, I took that aspect out of it to where it's strictly, I put it into drive, and it, like I said, it'll shift, but it doesn't shift until about 7,000 RPMs.
Oh, my.
So
What kind of car is that? Well, yeah. What kind of transmission? What kind of car?
well, my car is a 2011 Dodge Charger, but it's not stock at all. I mean, it runs 6.5 second eighth miles. So
In other words, you've been diddling with it.
just a tiny bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And the transmission you said is custom built?
Yeah, it's built by Southern Hot Rods. I can't remember what it is right off the top of my head. Old age prevents you from remembering certain things.
Sure.
Everything.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's like I told my wife, one of these days she'll have to wear a name tag just so I can remember.
That's a good one. I'm going to use that down the road. I can promise you that.
Or just call her Honey. That way you forgot a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly. But it's, the transmission's been built. It's got an aluminum drive shaft. It's got a 411 gearing Ford clone rear end in it. And the drive shafts are built by the drive shaft shop out in North Carolina. To withstand up to 1,400 horsepower. I don't have that much, but
just in case.
Yeah, just in case. But at the end of the day, it takes almost 800 horsepower to generate the speed that I'm generating because, I mean, let's face it, it's a Charger. It's a fat ass 4,000 pound car.
Yeah.
If I took that same horsepower and put it into an 1,800 pound Mustang, I could run probably 4 second eighth miles. But
let's talk about the classes and let's talk about the classes and what is the most full class that you currently have?
Probably right now we call it what we call competition muscle. That is basically any car that runs 7.45 or quicker. That has certain aids, like you can have a two-stepper, you can have a what do you call it? I'm trying to think of what it's called. Anyway, starting aids. It's not an air shifter. Air shifter has to go into a different class called electronics. But the competition muscle, we have everything in there from basic race cars all the way up to small modifieds that go into that.
When you have an event, obviously some guys like certain tracks, and there's probably one or two tracks that you guys go to where everybody goes. Which tracks are those?
Well, our home track is Extreme Raceway Park, XRP and Ferris. We get more cars there, usually somewhere upwards in the neighborhood of 130 to 150 cars there.
Wow.
In the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Correct.
Wow.
And
then
a lot of clubs.
I would say second would be the Motorplex up in Ennis. We'll do about the same there. Other than that, I would say maybe Thunder Valley and up in Oklahoma. And it's a quarter-mile track. We will generate more cars at a quarter-mile track. One of the things that I do also, and I started as president, is every track has their own what we call letter designation. So after your car number, let's say your car number is 100, you put in your letter designation. That designates what club your points go to. Well, I've generated letter designations for every track so we can bring in local racers as well.
Interesting. So was this Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge, is this your idea to put this group together?
No. They've been around for 41 years.
Gotcha.
It was conceived, like I said, 41 years ago by a couple of guys that, and I apologize, I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but they kind of conceived this idea of bringing clubs together to race and giving a venue for people to race that, didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money or wanted something that was very much laid back. And that's what this is. It's very much a family atmosphere. We've had people show up with their grandmothers in motorhomes, and they sit there and watch us race, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. I mean, you're talking $20 to get in, and when you get in to spectate, you can see all the cars. You can walk around in the pits. You can sit in the stands. You can do whatever you want.
And you can ask Scott Striegel what's going on.
So
right, yeah. I have that all the time. People come up and they ask me questions, or they see me wander. And I'll tell you just real quick, last year, for the first time, we went to Concho Valley in San Angelo, and we had a driver's meeting. Of course, we'd never been there before, but I had people coming up to me in the pit area that were just telling me, we've never seen anything like this before. This is fantastic. Are you guys coming back? We generated more spectators there than we've ever generated anywhere we've ever been.
So this is more of a legal version of what you see on the TV, the Street Outlaws guys, where they're in the dark in the back alley racing. So this is more of bringing them out from behind the bushes and putting them on the track.
Correct. And the other side of that coin is we're trying to get people out the street to, to be blunt, stop doing stupid things.
Right.
Get the kids, stop being on the news because you're killing people or you're injuring people. Come out to the track, bring your car, show us what you got. None of us are that proprietary that we're afraid to show you or talk to you or anything about racing. You want to race your I'm going to date myself, but you want to race your Yugo, bring your Yugo. We don't care.
Yeah, you used to do that here in Houston when we had the Houston Raceway Park.
Yeah.
Didn't you come out to, so very familiar with them out here.
Well, Scott, it's great to talk to you, and congratulations on your success with what a great club, Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge. Where can we go to learn more information on that?
We have a website. It's tmccc.org. Everything about TMCCC is on there. My phone number and email address is on there. So if there's some questions that you need answered that aren't answered or whatever, you are welcome to get a hold of me.
Well, Scott, it's great to talk to you. Best of luck this weekend, tomorrow in particular.
Right.
And we hope to catch up with you sometime in August.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in August. We'll talk more about our fun Mother's Day in August race that we've got going on. So.
Sounds great, man. Thanks again, man. Just ahead, Jeff's Car Culture, 5 engines that are no good. And Mars drives us to 7 water parks after this break when the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues. The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla. Eats pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and searching for a fun car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture, Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, so check us out. You to join us 10 to noon Central Time every Saturday for our live show about all things automotive. It's a fun ride. We hope that you'll join us. And by the way, next weekend, we're going to have a best of show.
Yep.
And we're going to have one of those rare weekends where we take time off for ourselves and our families. So I hope that you enjoy your 4th of July as well. All right, time now for Jeff's Car Culture, Bad Engines by Big Brand Names.
Are you there, Mike? I think he's got it. Do you have it? Let me click it.
Why don't you just go ahead and do it?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, engines on this list were chosen because of ongoing recalls, owner complaints, class action lawsuits, and government investigations over the past 12 months. To narrow it down, these specific choices, whose popular vehicles from major brands have been subject to large ongoing recalls over the last year. So very, very current. First one on the list is a Honda. It's a 1.5 turbo. Honda generally enjoys a strong reputation for reliability, but there's some Hondas, their engine buyers, of the engines and the buyers might want to steer clear of. One of these engines is the 1.5 liter turbo. It's a 4-cylinder engine. It's been around for a while and now powers some of Honda's best-selling models, including the Civic, Accord, the CR-V. Unfortunately, the engine's issues have also been known for a while, namely oil dilution and head gasket failures. A blown head gasket is not cheap or a quick repair, while Honda hasn't issued a factory recall for these problems. Ongoing 1.5-liter turbo issues have continued to plague the company, including class action lawsuits. The next one on the books is a Nissan. It's a 1.5-liter turbo. It's a VC turbo. Things overall have not been great for Nissan recently, as the Japanese automakers work to dig its way out of financial turmoil and at the corporate level. The company's innovative yet often troublesome variable compression engines have been a major culprit behind recalls and owner complaints. The 2026 Nissan 1.5 is a 3-cylinder turbo VC motor has proven especially problematic, with the company recalling over 600,000 Rogue SUVs for potentially catastrophic engine problems. If the fortunate sums affected by the engine will only need a throttle body replacement, so it's either one or the other. Very, very difficult to do. Here's one that we all know. It's a General Motors 6.2-liter V8. Turns out through the simpler, naturally aspirated American V8 is not without its own problems. Specifically, we're talking about problems with the GM 6.2, which powers popular models like the best-selling Chevy Silverado, GMC Sierra pickups, as well as the Chevy Tahoe, GMC Yukon, and the Cadillac Escalade. The SUV's problem, and again, Cadillac as well. Problems caused by defective internal components on the 6.2 has thus far led to recall over 700,000 trucks and SUVs,
Yikes.
not to mention ongoing class action lawsuits. There's a theme there with class action. GM says a possible solution is to change the recommended oil viscosity. Well, let's just start there.
Blame it on the oil.
Yeah. However,
Okay.
questions remain about the effectiveness, and it hasn't really provided the L87 owners with any real peace of mind. And then we got one that we all know and love. It's been around forever. The Jeep 2-liter turbo hybrid. This is an X4XE is what they call it.
4xe.
Yeah, 4xe. Now that fast things can change in the auto industry, back in 2021, the new Jeep Wrangler and the Grand Cherokee 4xe models, which use a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine combined with a plug-in hybrid electric power, were portrayed as the future of the Jeep brand, and the 4xe powertrain has also been plagued by mechanical and electrical issues. Surely haven't seen help in this case for sticking around, among other things. The 4xe had already been recalled for potentially battery fire issues, and then there was another recall for possible casting sand left inside of the 4xe's 2-liter turbo, which over 100,000 vehicles were recalled because of that. If the sand is inside the engine, it could lead not just to total engine failure, but also to a fire risk. And lastly, on the hit parade is a Toyota. Who would have thunk it? 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6. Traditionally, one bought new Toyota pickup, a reputation for reliability and the big selling components. The 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6 engine powers Toyota Tundra pickups, Sequoia SUVs, and has suffered significant problems since the debut in 2022. And they continue to put a dent in Toyota's generally excellent reputation. As the 2026 ongoing catastrophes of the engine, its engine-bearing problems have been promoted. Toyota's recalled over 250,000 trucks, and there's probably no remedy in sight for the near future, but they're still not completely immune from
That's their V8.
Yep.
Gee whiz.
That's it.
Wait a minute. That's the same, basically the same engine that
There's
they
a
race in
Tundra.
NASCAR.
The 3.4. No, I think it's bigger than that. Is it twin? I don't know. They might.
I don't know.
I'll have to look into that.
But yeah,
Good
well,
question.
but the 3.4, that's the V6.
The 3.4, yeah, V6.
Oh, that's why I said V8.
Yeah.
You said V. Okay.
V6.
Never mind.
All right. There we go.
Okay. We got that.
Yeah, we got it.
All right.
We're gonna
Very
get back
good.
to the
All
story.
right. Time now for our water parks driving destinations. Mr. Mars?
Yeah, we went looking for something for the 4th of July for the family, thought about water parks. It's hot here. And, of course, you think about Schlitterbahn we mentioned earlier, or even Typhoon, Texas, up in Katy. Really large. A lot of people go there, big, large corporate parks. However, there's a few others around, like Hurricane Harbor Splashtown. Now, this is the old Splashtown. It is the oldest major water park in the Houston area. It's known for the variety of the slides, like the multi-lane racing slide. It's got a giant funnel ride, and there's a lot of wave pools on it. It's very easy to get to. It's in spring up off 45, so it's very popular with families. The second one that we wanted to look at was Big Rivers Water Park and Adventures. Now, this is up in New Caney, a little bit further up, but it's more than a water park. You can do zip lines. You got aerial adventure courses. You got climbing attractions. There's some animal. They even got some amusement park rides along with the regular traditional water slides and the pools. It's kind of a hybrid water park and adventure park. It's a great place to take the family, and you can do a little bit of everything at this one location. The third one we want to look at is Splashway Water Park. Now, it's got a reputation as being one of the cleanest and most family-friendly water parks in Texas. It's located southwest of Houston, and it's kind of a relaxed atmosphere, and it makes it more appealing for the family because it's a little more family comfortable as far as
What you're trying to say, it's a little bit more laid back for old people.
Yeah.
Well, or if you've got young children, it's
That's why I say
easier.
grandma and grandpa could take the young kids there.
Yeah.
There you go. That'll do it. The fourth one we wanted to talk about is, and I've never heard of it, Nestler Park Family Aquatic Center. Now, this is down in Texas City, and it's actually part of the Texas City Parks Department. And it's very community-centered atmosphere because it is part of the City Parks Department. It's great for parents looking for a day to get out on the water without a lot of expense and not a lot of crowds that you're going to find at the bigger commercial attractions. The fifth one, and I like the name of it, and I've seen signs for it, but it's the Pirates Bay Water Park down in Baytown. Now, it's obviously got a nautical theme, and it's got a lot of different things from a water park, including a large lazy river. It's got a wave pool. You got lots of things you can climb on if you're a climber, and water slides of different sizes. And it's all part of a pirate-inspired design to give it a very different atmosphere. And it is another city-owned park, so it kind of gives it a different atmosphere. It's not quite so corporate level because it is the city park, and it's for many of the Houston families that are close around. The other one I found interesting was the Strawberry Water Park. Now, this is in Pasadena. It's smaller, and it's much more of a neighborhood feel, so families can see the children. It's not really so big. They can get lost, 100 yards away in some river that's going someplace. And so for a lot of the Southeast Houston residents, it's a quick, easy way to get to a water park without going all the way across town. The last one I found was Noah's Ark Park it's in Houston on West Center Drive. Now, it's really unique because it combines a neighborhood water park atmosphere with a biblical ark theme. So instead of being focused on extreme thrills, it really emphasizes family fun with the swimming and lazy rivers, that kind of thing. And it's not every water attraction needs to have all the big towers. There's plenty of those
Will you be able to walk on water when you get done there?
Sorry?
Will you be able to walk on water when you get done there?
Well, I'm not sure, but it might be part of one of the attractions they might want to add.
Sorry, I just had to go there.
Yeah. No, that's some of the things you could do if you don't want to go to a water park that's got all the big commercial corporate water parks. It's got massive crowds to them. These will get you into a little bit different atmosphere.
All right, time now for a quick break on the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Back with our next half hour right after this.
Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get it protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today and online at gcautoshield.com. Gift giving should be meaningful, and we have an idea. a hand-painted custom illustration of your car from one of the nation's leading artists. Now you can get one or a car show poster customized for you, a friend, or a loved one. Bill's sites will be happy to guide you through the process. No matter what the day, birthday, anniversary, or any day, an Autographics custom illustration adds an extra touch of class to any home. Call Bill today, 832-922-0963. That's 832-922-0963.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.